Yo, sup guys? Welcome to Stay Up. Pow!
You could choose to get to another country, but it was also a choice to stay in the Netherlands and do something else.
When did you guys actually arrive in Indonesia?
And I was sitting there really jet lagged and everything was just, I was so tired, it was terrible. A little bit more till my visa expires. So, is this okay? Then people will say, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It could be positive or negative.
Yeah,
like I like your hair or I dislike your hair.
Yeah, when someone goes
What's up guys? Welcome to Stay Up. Pow! And today we have some interesting guests for you guys. Let us introduce ourselves. First, my name is Rafa. I am from Process. I am the coordinator of the R&D division. What about you guys?
my name is Isa, I'm from the Netherlands, and I study here at Sanata Dharma University.
My name is Remy. I am from the same university as Isa, and yeah, I'm studying here as well till the end of June. Yeah, that's it.
Well, can you guys please explain what courses are you taking here?
I'm taking 2 courses here at the university, Western Civilization, and from the Master of Management department, I also take the course Social Entrepreneurship.
What about you?
All right, I take 3 courses. The first one is Cultural Studies. The second one is Teaching Methods and Conventional Media, and the third one is with you. It's Creative Industries.
Oh yes, yes. So the courses that you take isn't necessarily specific to ELESP, right?
No, it isn't.
But you guys still use English even though the course are not from ELESP.
Yeah, we could choose between English courses, but it doesn't directly have to be from the English department.
Okay. So if I may ask, when did you guys first interested in going to Indonesia or going to Sanata Dharma?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
Something like that.
For me personally, we had a lot of gatherings before we even chose to like you could choose to get to another country, but it was also a choice to stay in the Netherlands and do something else. So there was a lot of choice, and we had a lot of gatherings that told you about the different options. And as soon as you figured out that you wanted to go to another country, there was again a lot of
choices.
a lot of different choices and a lot of gatherings to kind of show you Europe, North America, Africa, Asia. And for me personally, for a time, Nepal was my first choice. But it was a bit of a different kind of minor. It was way more secluded from the world. You know, you would be staying with a local family, no internet, no hot shower, probably, right? But I was in for that. But later on, when we had another gathering, they told us more about Yogyakarta, and they showed us the Sanata Dharma University, the places that you could stay at, the food, just general stories as well from previous hand students.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to change my first choice to Indonesia instead.
But before that, was Indonesia in your list, in your number 2 or number 3 maybe?
Yeah, it was number 2. It
Oh,
was
number
number 2.
two.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
it just
okay.
switched those places.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's this introduction to Sanata Dharma wasn't the first time that you think about going to Indonesia.
Sorry?
The introduction to Sanata Dharma that was done in your gathering, that final day of decision making, it's not the first time. It was not the first time that you were introduced to Indonesia or maybe to Sanata Dharma.
True, yeah. So I was thinking earlier of going to Indonesia, but then, like I said, when I saw the pictures of Sanata Dharma, and I discovered more about how the program would be. So here we're doing an internship and a study, which means, it's a nice combination. So it's different, right? And most of our minors are either a study or a internship. So the combination was for me also a huge plus. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
What about you, Isa?
Yeah, for me it's kind of it changed last minute because originally I was going to India.
India.
Yeah, and that would be very nice, but also only an internship instead of study and internship.
Okay.
And I was going there until I got a really big knee injury.
Oh, okay.
And I had to get an operation in September, and that was really close to February when the minor was. So then I thought, okay, my revalidation can go on in India because they don't have the facilities for that because they don't even have a gym where I was going. And I really needed that for my revalidation. So then I was thinking, okay, well, what is nice, where to go now, where I can go on with my revalidation. And then I thought, oh, Indonesia. I heard a lot about it, and I knew some people who were going there. So then I did a little bit more research, and I thought, okay, Indonesia is gonna be great.
Actually, how many weeks before you actually went here?
2 months.
2 months before you arrived, you decided to come here. Yeah. That's so last minute, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It was really hard to get it. Actually, as well.
I believe that. Yeah. Wow.
It's really hard. What do you mean by it's
To
really
change
hard?
it.
Oh, to
Yeah.
change it.
Because everything was already kind of arranged.
Okay.
And then I knew that I had to get my operation. And then I thought, okay, then I have to choose now if I'm going abroad or if I have to stay in the Netherlands and choose another minor. So then I did a lot of research in like 1 week. And I thought, okay, Yogyakarta, Indonesia, it's gonna be great as well.
So before that, you don't know much about Indonesia?
Yeah, I did because I do a double degree in the Netherlands.
Okay.
So 3 years ago, I was also in my minor, but then Corona came and everything. So I did research back then already, so I knew a couple of things about the minor in Indonesia. So then I had to do the research again, like in November or something. I kind of knew what I was looking for and what could be interesting for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't like thousands of options.
Okay, but is it your second choice or?
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Yeah,
So
really.
same as Remy.
Yeah. But I know a lot of people that is our first choice.
Okay.
Because it is really great here.
When did you guys actually arrive in Indonesia?
The 11th of February.
11th of February.
Yeah, for me.
For me, it was the 31st of January.
31st of January. How long was the process of picking, the process of preparation, the meetings and things like that?
Once every 2 weeks we had a meeting.
Yeah, something like that. I think it started right before our summer holiday, so that was about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
So a year ago, 2022, and then we kind of needed to apply before a certain date. I can't remember what day that was. And after what's that?
Do you remember the month? Sorry.
I think it was May or June, something like that. Yeah. And then after our summer holiday, so by the end of August, the beginning of September, we had like every few weeks we had to gather, or we had a online meeting or something, or we just got an email from the international office from here to kind of
send some
stuff, get some signings and stuff. Yeah. So basically, like I guess half a year, right? To kind of
half a year.
take care of this. Yeah.
Around half a year. Yes,
Yeah.
Exactly. Now the preparation and the decision making is done. You guys arrived in Indonesia, and what do you first notice when you actually arrive, especially in Yogyakarta?
Really busy.
Really busy?
Yeah, really busy.
Yeah, that was I think the first thing that I can remember that I got off the plane and people from Sanata Dharma picked me up. It was really nice.
Oh.
And then I got into the train and I was sitting there really jet lagged and everything was I was so tired. It was terrible. And then we got out of the train station in Yogyakarta. I remember that I was looking around and I was like, oh, well, okay, this is my home for the next months. And then I got to my house and it was fine. But I think the first week I was so jet lagged. It was crazy. So I was just tired all day. And at night I was tired as well. And then so many scooters. In the Netherlands I don't ever see a scooter or a motor because we have bikes.
Okay.
Like cycling. We do everything with a bike or walking. So I think that was the most hard part for me to adapt to. That just you walk outside and there's people like everywhere. Because I come from Nijmegen. It's like in the east of the Netherlands, and it is quite a big city for the Netherlands, but it has, I think, maybe 300,000 people there, and in Yogyakarta, the province has 4 million. So that's a really big difference.
Okay. So by scooters you mean motorcycles,
Yeah.
right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's just a difference
Yeah,
in vocabularies. Okay. So the people from Sanata Dharma picked you up
Yeah.
once you got off from the plane.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Okay.
So I didn't get lost.
Okay. It was a train from where?
From the airport.
Oh, a train from the airport?
Yeah, to Yogyakarta city center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Remy?
I guess the same thing. So when you have a jet lag, right, you are plus 24 hours, in a plane or waiting for your next flight. You know, it takes a lot of energy. You can't really sleep in a plane. You know, I'm pretty big. I'm like a tall guy, so it's like sitting like this, right? It's like, oh, yes. And then when you get here, it was actually really cool that we got picked up. That was really nice, but I was really tired. And then, yeah, same thing. When I arrived, it was so busy at the train station. I was like, wow. But just because the jet lag is like, it makes it a little bit worse, right? But then as soon as I arrived in my homestay, which is like 5 minutes from here, it was really good actually. I was, you know, they welcomed me with open arms and they still do. So yeah, from that moment I've been really lucky and I felt really, really nice actually here. So yeah,
Oh.
I guess just the busyness in general. It's just very busy.
Yeah.
In the Netherlands, I would easily, I guess, drive like a motorbike or a car or a bicycle ride, but here I just would not do that. You know, I just don't want to die. It's just like people. It's just like people on the right, people on the left, people from below. I don't know. There's like people everywhere. It's like, oh, it's yeah. I just can't. So I just rather stick with Gojeks. When I go to places and just drive myself back in the Netherlands when I can.
Do you miss driving?
No, not really actually. I quite enjoy being on the back of a Gojek. I do miss a little bit of the freedom that you... Like, I love to walk, I love to cycle everywhere, and I love going to a park, you know, to walk around, just chill for a few hours, have some food, some snacks, have some music. That freedom is something that I miss a little bit here. Once I thought, you know what, I'm just going to walk to Malioboro Street. I just want to know how it is. I just want to experience it. So it took me about a little bit over an hour from here, which wasn't too bad, you know. But it's just like I had a few near death experiences. My clothes smelled like exhaust and like sweat. So I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't recommend. But I guess there's a huge difference, right? This is really based on motorcycles, I guess, and our country is more based on either cars or walking or cycling. So I think there's a huge difference.
You said you like to visit parks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you visit any parks?
Where?
Well, do you mean parks by like nature around Jogja,
No,
or
actually,
do you mean?
actual parks.
Oh, I went to Alun Alun. I guess there's a park, right?
Okay.
The south one with the grass. That's quite nice. I did see a lot of people actually.
With the grass?
Yeah. I did see a lot of people actually trying to walk between those two trees, right? You know, blindfold.
Yes.
I actually still want to try that out. because then my wish gets granted, right? Is that correct or?
I think it's like that. Something
It's
like
like-
that.
yeah,
yes.
okay.
I don't really know myself.
And I really want to try Wisdom Park as well, which is I think Gajah University somewhere. So yeah, I really want to see that as well, but I haven't been. But I heard it's quite a big of a park. So.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
also never been there.
Well, let's go.
Okay, Someday. Before you return to Netherlands.
Before return.
When do you return? When do you return?
I am not sure yet. My visa is till the end of July.
Yeah, 31st.
I do think that I will leave earlier. So as soon as I completed everything here, and for the Netherlands too, I expect to be done by the end of June. I guess from then I would just maybe travel a bit more in Indonesia, or go somewhere else. I'm not sure yet, but I don't plan on staying in Jogja after the end of June. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I'm gonna travel a bit more till my visa expires. So the 31st of July I have to get out of the country. So then I go to Singapore, and then the 3rd of August I fly back to the Netherlands.
Okay. Have you been to Singapore in the last, I don't know, few months?
I flew through Singapore. So Singapore was my
just
transfer.
stop, right?
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Remy had a vacation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think we talked about it
Yeah.
as well.
Visa run.
Was that?
Thomas, another student from Sanata Dharma,
Mhm.
he had to do a visa run. what we call it.
That's true. Yeah.
So he came in, but then his visa wasn't completed yet. So we got in with a tourist visa, and then after 30 days it expires. So he had to get out of the country. So we went to Singapore for 2 days.
So bad.
Yeah, and then he flew back so he could get his student visa. So he didn't really want to see Singapore, but he had to see Singapore because it was the cheapest flight out of Indonesia, and then had to fly back. We're still laughing about that.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah. But yeah, true. And I just went there on holiday. I think during Easter,
Mhm.
I just went there for a week, which is quite long. But I really just like to take my time. You know, like I said, I like to go to parks as well. So that's what I did there as well. Just took my time and just walked around a lot and just explored.
Were you having an easier time in Singapore than in Indonesia?
It's different. It's different. I don't like to say easier. No, it's just different.
Okay,
It's
okay.
I don't know. It's you know, it's just a huge city as well. It's busy, but it doesn't feel as busy because a lot of people are either in a huge skyscraper or they use public transport, or so it's definitely less busy, right? And there's a lot of parks. It's really green, it's really spacious. So a lot of people have a lot of places to go to. So it's definitely not as crowded as it is here. So that was nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So when you guys came to Indonesia, you said that you were having jet lag for about
A week.
a week.
Yeah, something like that.
A week. So how did you adapt finally to the
After
new
the jet
environment?
lag?
Yes, after the jet lag. Of course, after.
Well, I adapt quite quickly, I think, because I think the most important part of that is that the people are so nice here. It's just that they will help you with everything if you ask, and that just really helped. That I wasn't scared to go somewhere because I thought, yeah, it will be fine. And actually, I've never felt unsafe here in Indonesia yet. Yeah, unless I'm on my motor, then I'm
so,
like,
like Remy.
yeah, yeah. Then I'm thinking, okay, this was my, oh no, that still isn't my death yet. Then I just drive, but not with the people or like small alleys. I never felt unsafe, so I think that's a really big part of my easy adapting.
Okay.
But the food, I still need to adapt to that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, actually.
Yeah. I had 3 times food poisoning since I'm here.
From what kind of food?
No clue. So sometimes I eat something and then it's fine, and the other day I eat the same thing and then
Crazy.
I'm food poisoned. So I think my stomach is just still adapting, but I think that's also because in the Netherlands we eat completely different meals.
It's a different diet that,
Yeah, it's
that
really
we have
so.
here.
It's like 180 degrees different from the Netherlands, and I knew that I had a sensitive stomach, but I didn't know that it was this.
What do you guys eat in Netherlands?
Well, I think the most important thing is that most of the food here is fried or is made with a lot of oil. And in the Netherlands, I almost never eat fried food, and I don't use that much of oil and spices.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's so completely different, and also like rice. I can say that I eat it in the Netherlands maybe once a week, and here 3 times a day. So that's also really different.
Rice.
But I do like it.
Spices.
Yeah.
Hot stuff.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
think most part is the oil.
It's the oil.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Remy?
The food.
Did you ever get food poisoning?
Yeah, I think like 3 times as well. And it's just, it's just there for a week and you just know it's happening and it kind of messes a little bit with your plans, right?
Yeah.
That's annoying. But I love Indonesian food, to be fair, and sometimes I think I know my boundaries, but then I just go over them because I'm like, okay, I want this sambal, right? I love sambal, and now I just want it,
So you get a left
and
or
I
right?
want deep fried stuff. I just love it, and I'll just eat it. But then the next, so I think that's the whole thing. But yeah, like you said, we have a very different diet, right? So I think in the Netherlands, I eat and drink a lot of dairy.
Yeah.
Cheese, milk, Greek yogurt, whatever. We eat that for breakfast, for lunch, right? Like, I guess the most standard Dutch lunch would be a glass of milk with a
Piece of
slice
bread.
of bread with some butter and a piece of cheese. That's it, And here you have nasi goreng, which is definitely different. And then, so we like to boil things. It's kind of lazy. It's very lazy. A lot of people in the Netherlands are lazy with cooking. Basically, our Dutch meals consist of potatoes, mainly. So that's very traditional Dutch, right? So a lot of youngsters like us, we
I don't eat it that
don't
often
do it
anymore.
like that. But I think maybe our parents would do it like that. So they boil potatoes, just that. No spices, just that, right?
Wow.
Maybe some salt.
Maybe a little bit of salt. Wow, that's very spicy actually. maybe some salt, and then maybe some piece of
Vegetable.
like a vegetable like broccoli or cauliflower or carrots, whatever. Boiled as well, of course. Spices, maybe some salt, maybe some pepper, and then I guess maybe like a meatball or a steak or a schnitzel or. It's very easy, and if you want to spice things up, we put some gravy over it. So. I guess that's it. We don't really use other spices. Like I said,
But that's like a really traditional.
but that's really traditional. So a lot of the younger ones we try to.
A lot of pasta.
Oh, okay.
As well.
But that's like more like student food, right? Or do you actually put effort in it? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so expensive in the Netherlands. So you put pasta, some chicken, and some pesto, and then you have
That's
a
pretty
meal.
good actually. That's pretty good. Yeah. But that, also this is still different than Indonesian food, right?
Yes.
So I guess just our bodies are just not used to the things that we eat here. It's always delicious. I think everything that I ate here was delicious, but I think our bodies are just not used to it. And sometimes when we eat too much of Indonesian food, like in the morning, afternoon, and dinner, then our bodies say like, okay, now you should stop.
This was enough. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think by myself, okay, I should drink a glass of milk, or I should eat some yogurt, or I should eat some granola, or whatever.
Yeah.
And when I do that, and then after a few days it solves.
You feel
I feel better. Yeah.
So mix it up.
Yeah.
Mix it up. That's the key. I think that's the key. Just a bit of both.
Actually, I always still breakfast with yogurt and granola because that's what I did in the Netherlands as well. But yogurt here, it's like 80,000 rupiah. That's so expensive.
Oh, compared to what we have, right?
Yeah, compared to what in the Netherlands, like a kilogram of yogurt in the Netherlands is like €4 maybe.
So that's
So that's
about
almost 40, I think 60,000 rupiah, and here's 80,000 rupiah for 500 grams. So it's like almost twice that expensive. But I think also because people in Asia in general don't eat that much yogurt
Yes.
or milk or cheese
Dairy,
or whatever,
yeah.
just dairy. So it obviously it's more expensive here because people eat it less.
But
But-
about other foods, they
Yeah.
may be more. They may be cheaper.
Yeah, it
That's-
is
yeah,
way cheaper.
yeah,
You can
sure.
eat really cheap here in Indonesia. For example, the barongs and the barmindos, they are really cheap, and I
Yes,
think they are
yes.
really good. But then you have to breakfast with yogurt and granola to keep your stomach okay, and then you're like, I can also eat for 10k instead of 80.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
okay.
I think mixing up the foods, it's a sound strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
it works. It
because-
works.
Because the high price of the yogurt is compensated.
better.
It's
Yeah.
compensated by compensated.
Compensated.
Right?
Mhm.
Okay. Compensated by all of the cheap stuff that you can eat, especially without hot spice. But if you try hot spice or something with too much oil,
Yeah.
then
You get stomachache.
Yeah.
yes. Okay, but other than the food, what you said that the people are very nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like in the Netherlands, when you walk up to someone and say, "Hey, can you help me with my bike? Because my bike isn't working anymore." Then people will look at you and say like, "Oh,
Mind your
I
business. Mind your own business.
I don't have the time for that. I'm in a hurry." Blah, blah, blah. And I know for sure that if I'm standing like at the side of the road and look at my motor, then people will come up to me. I don't even have to ask, and they will just help, and that's okay. And also with the foods, I think it's very funny that it was actually this afternoon when I had my lunch. I was in the restaurant. I don't really know where it was.
Okay.
And then I said, "Okay, is this nice?" And she said, "Well, it's blah 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 blah." And she talked a lot, and then she said, "But I think it's way too spicy for you. I should recommend this." And I thought, okay, I don't know what it is, but if you say so, then it should be fine. And I think also in the Netherlands, when you say, "Is this okay?" then people say, "Yeah."
Yeah, sure.
And that's it. And I thought still every day I'm like, other people are so nice and so kind and just really take the time for you to talk to you and help you. And I'm just so not used to it from the Netherlands, and here's just everyone is so nice.
So it contributes to the fact that you say that you feel safer even
Yeah.
in dark alleys at midnight.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
You think so?
I
What
am.
about you?
Well, I wouldn't really walk around in dark alleys at midnight
Me
in
neither.
here or in the Netherlands, but yeah, I definitely like the group around me that I have now. So I think as soon as we were here, like we were picked up by 2 people from the international office,
Yeah.
and like I think 2 weeks ago we had a trip. We went to the beach with them together. We went to Maliobor Street, and you know, that's just really nice. And yeah, like as soon as I came here, I was definitely invited by you guys to have a party, and that's nice, right? But also the locals. In every class I am in, I meet nice people, and there's like always people I can sit next to, and people talk to me like yourself, right? We sit next to each other in
Yes.
class, and that's cool. And so far I had that in every class, you know, there's people I can go have lunch with in lunch break. And you know, I meet people at the gym, I meet people that are volunteers for the international office, and you know, I feel like all of those people I can message them like, hey, do you want to go for, you know, a coffee today? And there's always someone who's like, okay, yeah, why not, let's do it. And
they really involve you.
really, and I really love that. And then, also the family of the homestay where I am staying is very welcoming, and they really like to give me tips about what to do, where to go to. Same as my colleagues from my internship where I work. It's like just everyone around me is really trying to make my life here really nice, and they are curious, and I'm
really
curious.
Interested.
Really that, and I'm curious about them, and it's really, really nice. It makes my experience here so much more broader than than I expected.
Okay. So I think they are the people here are different from those of Netherlands.
Yeah. And I think it is mostly just a culture thing. Because in the Netherlands, I think it's more common that people just have their own group and they stick with that group.
True.
And here everyone is super welcoming. When there are new people, they say, "Oh, yeah, but you can just join us. It's no problem." And I think in the Netherlands, when there's an international student and they are standing by you, you don't directly change to English, or you make plans with people and then say, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna do this. If you want to join, it's okay, but know that we're gonna do that." So
okay.
they are less
inclusive,
I think.
And involved into the other person.
Yeah.
But we are like that towards each other as well, right? Like you said, if you have a group, it's not easy to mix with another group, which I find is such a shame. I mean, most people are nice, right? So why not just give it a try? Maybe you get some new friends. But I think most people in the Netherlands are very like into either themselves, so like mind your own business, or into their own groups. So I have my own friends, so I am not going to put any effort in being nice with anyone else, right? Yeah. I think that's a shame, definitely. Yeah.
I think so too.
So it's a great thing from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of something from Indonesia, so far, what is there any great things or something that's amazing that you noticed here that you might like to adopt to Netherlands?
I think that's quite a hard question, because I can say something like, "Oh yeah, I can adopt that in my culture thing in the Netherlands," but when I come back to the Netherlands,
it's different.
I can say now that I'm not gonna do it, just because it's so different, and the people around you are so different than the people that are around me here. And also with the friend groups, here I'm with a lot of really nice people, and I met so many kind people, and still DMing me in my Instagram and every day like, "Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well." Blah, blah, blah. And back in the Netherlands, those people will kind of fade away, I think, because you're on the other side of the world.
Okay.
And then you're with your back in your bubble, and I think you fall into your old patterns really easily.
Yes.
So I think maybe sometimes I will think like, "Oh, maybe I can do this because in Indonesia," blah, blah, blah. But I don't think it's gonna be like
because
that.
of the environment.
Yeah, I don't think if you.
I think it's the same thing. I had it a couple of times already that I went somewhere else for a longer time, and then I thought, okay, this is something new that I experienced, and I want to bring that back to the Netherlands. And then when you try to apply that in the Netherlands, it just doesn't work, because the culture at home is different, and the people at home, they don't experience the things that you have experienced, so they don't really know. Do I have a specific instance? Not really, but it's really hard to apply something new from another place that people are not used to. Although I really want, although I really sometimes want to change some things, but just it's really hard to have to let that happen. I think if you ask me what do you want to bring home, maybe I would just start doing some Indonesian cooking classes. That would be beautiful. Like I would love to learn more about Indonesian cooking.
I did a cooking class last weekend.
I saw it on Instagram actually. That looked really good actually.
and I'm gonna use them back in the Netherlands.
So when we are going back to the Netherlands, she's going to teach me.
I will try.
Yeah, there you go.
But
Yeah,
I can't promise.
yeah. But that's definitely like
Yeah.
Indonesian food is beautiful. You
Yeah.
know, like if I would order nasi goreng in the Netherlands, it's just so boring.
Yeah.
So boring. But if I eat it here, it's like, oh, delicious. I don't know what it is.
Because of the spice.
It's a spice. Yeah, but but then we use maybe if we make a nasi goreng, we can use some spices as well, right? But it's just still not the same. So
Yeah.
I just definitely you need to do some cooking classes.
Maybe the oil.
maybe
Just
the
put a lot
oil,
of
maybe the
oil.
oil, yeah. Oil overdose.
Indonesia, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
What about the other way around? Something from Netherlands that you would like to bring to Indonesia for other people in Indonesia?
Oh, that's a really tough question. Actually, that's a really tough question. Oh damn.
I think sidewalks.
Sidewalks. That's a
Yeah.
really good one.
But,
Sidewalks.
yeah, in the Netherlands I walk everywhere. It does. I walk
Mm.
to school, I walk to the grocery store, I walk to my friends, and here it's so dangerous to walk because there are no sidewalks, so you have to walk on the side of the
On the
road.
Yes.
And then I'm so scared.
because because of the many scooters.
Yeah. So I think, but it's just it isn't a cultural thing. It isn't like with people, but I just really miss walking here in Indonesia. But other than that, I think Indonesia is just. It is there. You have your own culture, and I love it here because just everything. I really like it. So I think the things that I like in the Netherlands maybe just don't work here because it's just so different culture and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree with the sidewalks. Also, if I could bring something from home here, I guess that would be toilets.
Yes.
So we have those seating toilets, right? You
Oh,
just sit
yes,
like this and you
yes,
do
yeah.
your thing.
And toilet
And-
paper.
You know, sometimes I just find it really. Well, I guess as a man, it's easy, right? You know, I can just I won't just do it. I won't show.
Stand up.
But sometimes
Asian squat.
Yeah, just the Asian squat. I'm just not used to it. Yeah, so
Oh,
I just
okay.
like to sit down, you know, be
Okay.
on my phone. I'm just not used to squatting. That's something, and I think another thing that really bothers me is trash.
Yeah.
Even when you go to beautiful places, when you look behind, there's like a fire going on with burning plastic and like a huge pile of trash. And I know actually that we are like the Western world is kind of bad for that as well, right? We or not we, but like our countries kind of dump this trash here, and they're like, okay, Indonesia, take care of it. Here is a bit of money, take care of it. So I do know that a lot of trash problems here are also kind of because of the Western world. But just if I compare places here and in the Netherlands, we have we have a more clean country, and I really enjoy it. When we go to a park, there's
No trash.
not just plastic all the time and trash.
That's about trash, physical trash.
Yeah.
What about air pollution?
Yeah,
I wear a face mask everywhere.
Okay, yeah.
When I'm on a motor, I just wear a face mask because I don't want to ruin my lungs. Yeah. But sometimes I forget to bring a face mask, and then I'm just waiting for a traffic light, and I see the pollution getting up, and I'm like, there goes 5 years of my life. Because it's
So I'm now minus 20.
Yeah, it's so bad for you, and I think, but it is because of the traffic and the motorcycles, and in the Netherlands, because everything we do is or walking or with your bicycle, and sometimes with a car if you can afford it, or public transport, but that's most of the time electric. So in the Netherlands, there's not that much of traffic pollution, and here it's everywhere. So I think that's also a really big part. And also I noticed it in my voice when I've been too long in Yogyakarta.
Yes.
In the city, that my voice is just
changing.
Really?
And
Wow.
in kind of like a pain. And then I go on a holiday, or I just go to
Outside the city.
Other place.
other place outside the city, and then I come back and I don't have a sore throat anymore, and my voice is changing again, and then I come back here and then everything starts again.
Maybe if I go out of the country, my voice can change too.
Yeah. I wonder how that will sound.
But I think that's because of the pollution, but obviously I don't know. But
Does your voice change?
I did notice that since I've been here, I did have a little cough. You know, I have it through the day.
But also maybe from the AC.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe from the AC as well. Maybe a combination of the two. Apart from that, it's just there, right? It makes sense that a lot of people use motorcycles here compared to cars. I mean, it's way easier to use those things. It's cheaper. That's why we drive bicycles in our country, because it's just cheaper than a car, and most people can't even afford a car. So, I really understand why it's there, and but it's definitely more. There's definitely more exhaust here than in our country. Yeah.
Okay. There's so many difference
between
Indonesia and Netherlands. What about the university here, especially Sanata Dharma, compared to where you guys come from?
Just differences in general?
Yes, differences in general.
Ooh.
I think the most important thing for me is that in the Netherlands I have so many deadlines and tests and everything, and here it's for me kind of chill because I don't have a weekly deadline. My final exam for Western civilization, for example, is a project, so it isn't even a test.
Yes.
And for the social entrepreneurship, we have to do a weekly assignment, but it's like 500 words or something like that. So that's
not that much.
Not that much. So for me, it's kind of chill. I won't say it's easier because it's all in English and it's completely different than you have a lot of group projects, but it's just really different, and I'm not used to that because I'm used to deadlines, tests, projects, everything at once. So I think that's the most different thing for me.
Do you think it's because of the number of courses that you take, or is it actually very, very different in terms of deadlines?
It is in general very different because it's also just a different course than in the Netherlands, of course.
True.
But I think the program is just different. But it doesn't make it easier, it just makes it different.
So in the Netherlands, there isn't as much group work as here.
There is. But I think that's the difficult thing here is that you are in a language barrier.
Yes, true.
And for me, I follow 2 courses, but my classmates follow a lot of other courses. So it's kind of hard to schedule meetings because I have internship also, and I have to do internship for that. And I have another big project that I need to work on. And in the weekends, I try to go out of the city. So then on the weekends, I can't work with my group as well. So it's kind of difficult to schedule meetings and to really understand each other in what we really mean. Because we all can speak English, but to really say what you mean so the other person understands what you are saying is also quite difficult sometimes.
So the language barrier and the difference in deadlines.
Yeah.
Yes. What about you, Remy?
I don't think there's too much of a difference. We have group projects as well. So I'm studying to become an elementary school teacher, right? And for that, they really want us to socialize with other people. So we really need to do a lot of group projects. So I guess maybe 60% is group projects and 40% is doing it by yourself. We definitely have more. I guess we do need to write a lot of reports on stuff. So everything that we do, we have to write about it. We need to have observations. We need to have a sign.
Pictures, doesn't matter.
Yeah, we always need to have proof. We always need to say why. We always need to use what is it called? APA.
The
Yeah, well, we're looking for the word. We know the Dutch word, but I don't know. Yeah, you use Google Scholar, right, for all these, for like facts and scientific proof and that kind of stuff. We always need to do that. We always like, why? You know, you can't say you like something because liking something is subjective. That's not good enough, right? So that's
say what you do.
It's a different kind of pressure. But like, like she said as well, like we only do a few courses, and obviously students here take a lot of courses. So we don't really have a realistic view on that, and we do our internship with that. I think one thing though is I can't really name a certain specific instance, but I guess in general we really if I'm working in a group, we all have certain positions. You take care of that, you take care of that, you take care of that, and you take care of that, and you do it. If there's a deadline, you...
It is if you say the deadline is on Monday, everyone finish it that Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Like, because on Monday you have to discuss it, so at least on Sunday, everyone put in their thing so you can discuss it on Monday. Most of the times on Friday, people already finish their work, so people can read it on Saturday and maybe change it a bit on Sunday, so you can discuss it on Monday.
Yes.
And here, people finish it on Monday morning.
He's like, yes, that sounds accurate.
Or maybe you have the discussion and they say, oh wait, sorry, I didn't have the time to do it. And then we're like...
yeah, that's true. Yeah. So in the Netherlands, oop, there's some wire. In the Netherlands, I would definitely be more black and white. So if I have a group project and if we make a deal, right? Like Monday morning we finish this. If someone doesn't do that, maybe does it another time, I will kick them out.
Yeah.
Here I wouldn't do that because it's different. In the Netherlands, I would be okay. You didn't do what we discussed. You have another chance. If he does it again, okay, well just go away then. I don't want to work with you again. Yeah. I will be very strict if it comes to those things.
Yeah, there are also a lot of times when you just go to your lecturer and say like, well, this happened, what should we do with it? And then your lecturer even says, yeah, you get another chance and otherwise you can do it by yourself instead of like with your group. And I think that's really different. But that's also how it works. I
feel like here it's about living in harmony.
Yeah.
I think in the Netherlands it's more like, okay, if you don't...
You have to finish it. Yeah.
You have to finish it. And if it's not working, you look for a way that it would work, right?
Yeah.
It will work, yeah.
But I think that's also because in the Netherlands we have a really, really, really a lot of pressure. I think in school.
I think it's everywhere though. I think that's here as well, right?
Of course. But I think in the Netherlands they try to fit in so much in 1 year that people really have to be strict on your group members. Like we need to finish it because otherwise there's no time. Or you have to do it like on Saturday evening at 10 p.m. to finish your project, and no one likes that. So, and I think it is like that maybe here as well, but I don't have a view on that because I don't follow that much courses. But I think in the Netherlands we are also kind of hard to each other.
Yeah. More formal. Not formal, but more...
Just, if we think something, we just say it. And...
It could be positive or negative. Like, I like your hair or I dislike your hair.
Yeah, when someone goes to the hairdresser and came back to your house and be like, oh, I just went to the hairdresser... It's common that people say,
yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, well, it would work.
It's not really nice,
something like that.
Yeah.
And here, I think people say, beautiful, you look so great.
Actually, I prefer it that way. Like sometimes we are so rude.
We can
are
be
so
rude,
rude.
but it's just the Dutch culture, and
Yeah, that's
also
rude. Yeah.
when people from other countries go to the Netherlands, they first say people are so rude and so direct. I think direct is
Direct. Yeah, I
the
guess
best
that's the
thing.
word. Yeah.
We are so direct in the Netherlands, and we just say when someone hands you something like a drawing, even if it is a child, and it's an elephant and it has 3 legs, then another child will say, "It's not good.
It's not an elephant.
It's not an elephant.
What the hell is this?
What the hell is that?" Yeah, that's stupid. Why did you draw an elephant with 3 legs?
But also, that's not really nice. So we try to say, okay, you did well for trying, but maybe
Yeah.
you can change
But
this,
maybe-
right?
Maybe
Especially
draw
as
the 4
teachers.
leg. Yeah.
Especially as teachers, you should do it like that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's really different from the Netherlands or from here.
Yeah, maybe this is not really good advertising for us, our country. So maybe.
No, it's like in the
Keep it to
Netherlands,
yourself.
everyone does this, so it's
Yeah.
respected.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think if we do it here,
Yeah.
people will look at you like, "Oh man, you're rude."
Yeah. So don't tell anyone about these
No.
things, right? Don't, just keep this for yourself. Luckily, this is not like a podcast.
No.
What about the other way around? I say it makes people from Netherlands look kind of bad.
Mm-hmm.
What about tips that you people in Netherlands, of things that people in Netherlands do that can be useful for students,
Oh.
especially in this university?
I don't really know. I really don't know.
Other than deadlines.
Oh, I don't really know. That's. Who am I to judge, really?
Yeah. I
Who
think
am I to judge?
they are 2 completely different things,
Yeah.
and I don't think that you should compare them.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, we just did, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's just hard, you know. I don't know people that well to say like maybe you should do this or this. I really don't know. No, I can't. I don't have an answer for that.
What about some general tips for succeeding in university?
Work hard.
Work hard, kids. Work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But-
Enjoy as well.
Yeah, but also just make some fun, because most of the time you're like in your early 20s
Mm-hmm.
in uni then, and I think that is a really nice age to be in, because you can do so many things, and university is great, and after that you have to work for the rest of your life, so just enjoy also your life at the moment.
Having been doing so many stuff recently, what do you guys think of how to handle the pressure of having so many things to do at the same time?
Well, I have a very nice cure for that, and I'll just buy a 6-pack of beer, put it in the fridge, and
When
I just have 2, you know, ice cold beers, and I am really doing well when having like 2 beers. It's just nice, you know, and just doing your homework, and yeah, and just for me it works to just have some music around me and not being bothered by people. So I could either work in the library, but that would make me distracted. And if I'm staying at my place, you know, there's this balcony I can study at, and there's this table, and I just have this table for myself. I could just type my stuff, have a beer, and just not being bothered by the scooters outside or by people around me. And yeah. I'm really lucky with that, but that helps me to get through busy times. Yeah, so it's actually stressful, but also relaxing to do it that way.
Do you think the cool air helps?
Cool. Yeah. Sometimes I prefer actually just doing some stuff in my room with the aircon on, but then I also prefer to be outside and have some air instead of being in my room.
That's what I really like at my place, because we have a pool, so it's really, really common that you come home from school and when the sun is shining, it doesn't matter how many people there, but there's always at least one person laying in a pool. And then you come home and you're like overheated from the scooter drive and almost dying, and then you just change to your swimmer and jump into the pool, and then you're cooled down, and then you get out of the pool, take a quick shower, and then I'm fully recharged.
Reborn, yeah. I don't have a pool, but that sounds very good actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And also I get a lot of energy from people. So, and I live in my house. Yeah, we have kind of like 2 houses that are connected. In total, we live with 26 students, international students. So there's always people to talk to and to make plans, and also to plan trips. I get a lot of energy from that, and Indonesia is beautiful. So I've seen a lot already from Indonesia, but also for the time that I'm free and traveling, I just get really much energy just to figure out where I'm going, looking for nice places, searching for hostels. Just doing that, it gives me a lot of energy and recharge me after
Nice.
I did my homework that I need to do. Yeah. Yeah.
Anything? No?
What recharges me? I just guess having some me time as well. So because it's
Okay.
obviously very
Busy.
social here, like, and I really like that. It's very busy on the streets. I really enjoy sometimes just being on my own. Or there's a gym which is really, well, in less than a minute I'm there, right? And I really enjoy going there by myself, just do my own stuff with some music, not talk to anyone. It's just nice to do things for myself, yeah. Or just go to the mall by myself and just buy some stuff if I need it or not. Doesn't really matter, but it's just nice to do some things by myself, yeah.
Okay, so we discussed about the university students a while ago. What about the university itself, Sanata Dharma itself? What do you guys think about it?
I think it's. I only have classes at campus 2
Okay, campus too.
and in the master thing. So every time I have to go to campus 1, it confuses me so much, because it is a really beautiful building. That's first of all, it is so beautiful, and so like with the little gardens in the middle and that kind of stuff. But I don't know where to go, and everything is so confusing. And then people say, "Oh yeah, the little cafe, you need to go on the right," and I'm like, I don't even know where that is.
You know, we had to walk here to cut it because she couldn't go here by herself. By your with your description.
It was so confusing, and then, but I really do like it, and also the lecturers are so kind and so nice, and the teaching, I really enjoy the courses. So that's what I like about Sanata Dharma, and also the international office. The people are so nice, and you can just walk in and ask a question, and they immediately help you. So, yeah.
What about this university's events? Do you guys follow any of them?
Well, no, not really. Actually, yeah, that's a very bland answer. Actually, I don't really follow.
Okay.
So
Any
I
events?
well, so a few months ago there was this guy from the international office, Echo. He had well, he and his group he took photos and they presented them here at the in the hallway where like the sitting area. I went there, but I guess that's not really an event, right? It's more like a presentation of what they did. Yeah, apart from that, not really. I don't really. Nah, we're not really. Yeah, we're not really included there, and I think
I did a volunteering teaching. Is
Oh
that an
yes,
event?
now that's something.
there we go. Okay, I spoke for
Voluntary
myself.
teach.
Is that an event?
Yes, that's an event.
Oh, that I did.
That's an event. That's an event. I don't really know much about events outside from ELESP, but in ELESP we have an English Action Days event quite a while ago. I think it's on the only 1 or 2 weeks ago. It's an English competition days, so people, especially from high schools all over the island, come together and have an English competition. There's songwriting and there's speech
Really cool.
and
That's
something
super
like
cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So, do you guys ever do something like that?
No.
Competition?
At home?
Yes, at home.
Yeah.
No, at the university or at camp. At
No, I mean like at home, the
Oh, yes,
university
yes,
at home.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Well, yeah, not really. Actually, no. No. So I'm studying to become an elementary school teacher. So it's not really based on language. So we do have some stuff regards that we do in groups, right? Sometime we went on a trip somewhere, and we all, like the whole like everyone from that year went to the same place, and we did a lot of things that was about how teaching outside of the class could be, right? We got a lot of ideas. It was also like nice, right? And in the evening we could enjoy with the campfire, play some games and stuff. But in the end, it was about getting more information and ideas for yourself to get to know more about how you could apply outdoor learning, basically.
Yes.
So that's one of those things that we could do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice activity.
Yeah.
Nice activity.
Yeah, but it's not really an event or
Yeah,
It's not really an event. No, it's not like this.
No.
It's not definitely
Yeah,
not like this.
so-
No, it's more like a excursion, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would first like to cut the interview and give an appreciation towards the people that have done the English Action Days event, especially the committee and also the participants. I can sense your enthusiasm during the event, and congrats for the successful event. Congrats also to all the winners and the first place, and all of the people who got first place in each part of the competition.
Cool.
And do you guys have any tips for competitors, maybe in an English speaking competition?
Yeah. Well, what always helped for me is that when I guess when they're doing something competitive in English, I guess their English is already good, right? But
True.
so I guess the only tip I have when I was like about to learn more about English, because I surrounded myself by people who spoke English, what really helped for me to get more secure and less insecure was to actually just go out there and just talk instead of thinking. And also another good thing that really helped me out is that when you just speak a little bit more slow, it actually gives you more time to think about what you are about to say, what you can say. So a lot of people, I feel like when they try to speak English, they try to speak as fast as possible because that's English, right? But actually when you slow it down for a little bit, you have the time for yourself to think about what you can say, and then actually my English improves way more because I did that. So that's what really helped me. Just take it easy.
I think that's a really good tip.
Thanks.
So if you guys want to learn to speak English, I think it's very good to try to speak slower, so you can form your words better, and also for other people to understand what you say.
That's also true, yeah.
Because I noticed that sometimes people speak English very fast, even though the words that they're saying is clear if we watch it on replay, but on first hearing it's not really clear. We don't really understand what they mean. It's just English word, and another English word, but the word itself doesn't. The format isn't clear in our head.
Okay.
I think it's like that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
So I think this session is done. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
It's about Tisam or Titip Salam, everyone. So let's see what people on Instagram have to have to say
So this
to us.
There we go.
So do you have the file?
yeah, let's grab it. All right. Do we do it like she does the first one, I do the next one, like that, or how can we do this?
Because the Tisam is actually in Indonesia, in Indonesian and English. I think you should read the ones with Indonesia, and I should read the ones in English.
No, that's all fine actually.
Can you, like, when we try to say it,
Yes.
do you repeat it in good Bahasa?
Sure.
Actually, that's kind of nice. Yeah, kind of nice to hear how wrong we are.
Yeah, and how
Yeah.
you should
Sure.
pronounce
How you
it.
should
I think it's funny if
Yeah.
you try it first.
Do you want to try the
Indonesia.
first one or?
Well, you can do it. if you
All
want.
right.
What's the first one?
Kemoedsde nonton Harry Potter. So I think it's about like, do you like Harry Potter, right?
No, it's not. Do you like Harry Potter?
Okay. Okay. You like this, eh? You like this? Yeah.
You like this. So, I think the reason that you guys are having a hard time in reading it, it's because the language that they used is
Short?
it's shortened. So kamu is not kamu as in KMU. It's supposed to be kamu.
Kamu.
KAMU, and sudah is not sudah, but it's not SDH, but SUDAH. Sudah.
Sudah. Kamu sudah.
Yes,
Nonton.
kamu sudah nonton Harry Potter. It's basically asking if you have you ever watched Harry Potter before.
I like that question. Do you want to answer first?
Do you,
or?
what did you say?
I said I like that. I
Oh,
like that
like.
question.
I thought
Yeah.
you said I hate that question.
No.
Okay.
No.
Should I start?
Yeah, I think I know the answer though.
No. Am I ashamed? No.
Okay.
What fantasy movie do you like?
Yes, I really like Lord of the Rings.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. I have seen The Hobbit as well, and it's really good. But I own the extended editions, and I think the last movie of the six is, I don't know, about 5 hours, and I'm just such a nerd. All these. Yeah, it's 5 hours. It's crazy, but it's actually good. It's those movies are great, right? It's building up to something.
The
and
Hobbit
then
one.
No, the Lord of the Rings. So the
Lord-
Hobbits are good as well, but I prefer the Lord of the Rings ones. Those ones, they're like from the 2000s.
The Return of the King.
Yeah, that's the last
It's
one, right?
4 hours. The extended edition is 4 hours.
4 hours.
4
Okay,
hours.
just 4 hours. Okay, just 4 hours. But yeah, I just love it. There's just a huge build up and just getting. It's it's cool and more cool. It just piles
Yes,
up.
true,
The
true,
coolness
true,
just
true.
piles up.
I think-
Yeah, it's just all these characters so well written.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess Lord of the Rings is definitely my favorite.
Yes, I think it's one of the best fantasy movie of all time.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Way better than Harry Potter for me, personally.
Don't say that to the person who asked it.
I agree.
Okay, let's move on to the next question.
That's yours.
Read it.
Oh, there's a long one.
This-
long-
this-
No.
Wait,
Huh? Oh, there's not. Wow, where? Okay, there's no long one. Okay.
Apa kamu pernah berkelahi?
apa kamu pernah berkelahi?
Wow.
Apa kamu pernah berkelahi?
That
Did
sounds.
quite a good job. huh?
Yeah.
What do you
it's-
think it? What do you think it
It
asks
could be
about?
families, like almost the same. Apa kamu?
What is your
What kind of
berkelahi?
I don't know.
Okay, I will
don't
just
know.
tell you. Berkelahi is fight.
Oh, did you ever fight?
Have you ever fought in your life? I think the context of this is as in physical fight.
Physical fight.
Yes,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
No.
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 Okay. Not really. I did. What do you say that? Like self-defense for 8 years.
Yes.
So there we had fights, and then I was like knocked out, which was kind of strange. But yeah, I kind of like that. And I once just, kind of threw someone against the wall because he was really annoying me, and that was in high school. But he deserved it. I am no. But I don't like bullying,
Okay.
and this guy was a bully, and I just don't like people being nasty to other people. And he really deserved it. He really pushed my limits, so I just pushed him against the wall with his, just
his
grabbed
neck?
him and just warned him, just don't do this again, man. So it's just more like a warning, but
True.
like I said, but I'm not aggressive at all. But I just like,
I
yeah,
But just wanted to say, I just can't imagine you doing that.
yeah. That's what a lot of people say. That's why he really pushed my limits.
Yeah.
I can really see you doing that.
You can.
I can.
You can. Okay. No, I'm not aggressive at all. But like I said, I just don't like bullies. Just, don't do it.
What martial art did you take for 8 years?
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next question then.
All right. So this is
think-
mine again, right?
Yes.
Lagi kari pakar ja.
The
This
skirt is sekarang. It means
Sekarang lagi kari pakar ja. Ja.
The C is with a ch, as in C and H. Ch.
Chari.
Yes,
Chari.
chari and pacar.
Pacha. So
Sekarang.
the C is always a ch.
Yes.
Always.
In Indonesia, I think it's
Yeah.
always.
Now it all makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. No, well, it still doesn't make sense to me, but that's like one small thing.
Lagi is again.
Yeah.
Lucky is again.
Yeah.
Pagi is again, but it also.
And pagi
can-
is morning.
Yes, pagi is
yeah,
morning.
but this is back.
Lagi is again, but it can also tell us about what you are doing right now. Lagi apa? What are
Oh,
you
that's
doing?
true.
Yeah. Sekarang lagi cari pacar ya is actually saying is I think it's a statement or a question. I don't know because there's no question
It's no
mark
question
right
mark.
here.
So
But it says currently trying to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
That
Something like
person?
that.
is it?
Or
I
the
don't
question?
know. Maybe that person is just stating that.
Okay. Well, if you're stating it, good luck. If it's a question to us, if we are dating someone, I guess no, I am not,
I do have a boyfriend,
and she has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I'm not looking.
Yeah. No, I'm also not really looking at it, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah.
But
But
good luck for this person.
Oh, okay. Good luck for this person.
Yeah.
Good luck for this person if that person is trying to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a friend.
Or a friend. Or dog.
Wow, don't say that. That's just someone who wrote a question. That's not.
Okay,
Maybe it was you.
moving on to the
Yeah,
next one. No, it
yeah.
was not me. I'm sorry. It's
This
in
is
English.
for
English.
you.
I like this.
From
You.
me, but not me. From someone else. To all of my lovely process member, keep fighting and progressing. Don't forget to rest. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and do your job wisely. Love, sending love from afar. Yet I am so close.
I really like that. That's really
Yet I'm
that's
so
really
close.
cute.
Ha ha ha! Cheers, cheers with a beer
Mm.
cheers emoji.
That's really kind.
That's
That's
really
really kind.
That's really kind of you. Thank you, and we will all keep fighting, and we will be progressing, and of course, taking a deep breath.
Just took one.
I think that sounds
Okay.
great. Oh my goodness! I think I should be reading this one because it's full of abbreviation.
Okay.
Well, actually, I want to hear her try. Yeah.
Okay. Read it first.
Kuingin kita lebih banyak ngobrol.
Okay, so you can actually read it. Ku ingin kita lebih banyak ngobrol. I
it sounds the same.
I
Sounds
want
the same.
us to talk more.
What does it say?
I want us to talk more, to interact with each other more.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know how.
So how do I interpret that?
I also don't know how.
So I guess maybe someone wants you to talk more during the podcast. Is that what it is about?
I don't think so. I think talk more as in having more interaction with you guys or having more interaction with people from process, something like that. So that person who asked it
What
wants...
do you mean?
Well, I guess if that person wants to
Interact.
have time, interact with either you or us, I guess just when you
Welcome.
see us around, just say hi.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I
true,
actually
true,
like that.
true,
Yeah, I actually like
true.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
True. If you're someone who wants to talk to someone more, I think you should
Yeah,
Just
true.
walk
try
to
to
them.
walk to them, approach them, and say hi, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good. But if you're just saying this as a statement, then good luck to you and whoever you want to talk to.
All right.
Your turn.
The next
Alright.
one. Next one.
Minta tolong rate seberapa ganteng kak Rizky. So, yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
He's just laughing at me.
Enjoying.
I'm sorry, he's just enjoying. This is just so
We
bad.
try so
think-
hard.
I think it's an
Yeah.
I think it's
It's an insult. It's outrageous.
So-
Outrageous. This is outrageous.
in English. In English, the request is for us to rate how handsome Kak Rizky is. So I don't think you guys can rate Kak
What
Rizky.
is
Kak Rizky is someone in ELESP. It's Kiki. Shout out to you. Hello, Kiki.
Oh, I'm not rating anyone. That's
Yes.
not nice. I
10.
don't like that.
How handsome Kiki is. I think he's a 10 out of 10.
Okay,
Handsome.
okay.
Very
Oh,
handsome.
okay. Well,
Very
I will
handsome.
I will do 12 out of 10.
Yes, 12 out
Yeah,
of 10
yeah.
from Remy.
Yeah.
And
13.
13 out of
13.
13 out of 1 from Isa.
13 out of 1.
Yeah.
Kiki, you are very handsome. Thank you. That's it. Let's go
Do you
to
know
the
that
next-
person? Do you know that person?
I do know. He's
Oh,
a
you
member
know.
of
Okay,
process.
okay,
He's
okay.
a member
okay.
of process.
Oh, okay,
He's
okay,
very.
okay.
I think he will be someone who helps to make this video. Yes.
Oh, okay. So shout out to him.
Yeah. Shout out to Kiki.
What about the others who are working here?
Yeah,
what
shout
about
out to
we do
everyone.
give them a shout out? as
Shout
well?
out to everyone else who works on this project. Yes.
Woo!
Oh, it's another.
That's yours, actually.
Yes. To Nachwa, batch 22, you did great, bro. I'm happy for you, but don't skip your meals. So to
Never skip
whoever,
meals.
to
Don't skip
whoever
meals.
this Nachwa is, good luck and don't forget to eat. And of course, next one.
Do you want to read that or?
It's English.
It is in English.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. You have to read it.
But
Yeah,
it's
that's
to the
true.
guest, but it's to the guest star, so I think you guys should read it because it's a question to you guys.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the guest stars, have you tried
Silo?
Silo,
Chilor.
Batagor, or Tahu Bulat near our campus? I don't know. I tried a lot of things,
Mm.
Yes.
but most of the times,
you don't know
I have
what,
no clue what it
What
is.
is it called? Yes.
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, probably.
It's always. It's no. I think it's always delicious what we eat, but we just don't remember what we eat.
No.
Chilor is Achitlor. It's right in front of the campus. It's the one where you have what's it called?
stick.
Yes, a stick and you stick it and then you.
It's like satay. Like
the-
satay.
Not satay.
Not
but
meat.
Oh, the balls.
The balls one. Yes, the balls.
Oh, like balls on the stick.
Yes. So,
No, you get a bag
yes, you get
with
a bag
balls
with balls
and a stick, and then you have to
yes, something like
poke
that.
it and eat.
I've never had it, but I'm really curious now. Actually,
I've
What?
seen it, but
You
I
seen
didn't.
it? Oh,
is it sweet or savory?
I don't really know.
You don't know. Okay, well, I'm curious now.
Okay, and what is Batagor?
Batagor is bakso tahu goreng.
Yeah,
I
I
love bakso. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite meals actually. But then the full out, right, with everything in there. Oh, delicious! I ate it yesterday. I saw something in my fridge. I want to actually eat it now. I love bakso actually.
And what's Tahu
Oh.
Bulat?
Tahu bulat is
Tofu?
yes, it's tofu, but it's round, and it's
Mm.
mostly empty. But the tofu is inside, and it's because it's fried and it
Mm.
expands.
Oh,
And the outer part is kind of
didn't have it.
Was it a crush, something like that? I
Crunchy.
don't know.
I
Crunchy,
might
yes,
have had it.
crunchy.
Like it sounds familiar, but and to be fair, I think all tofu here is delicious as
Yeah.
well. Like in the Netherlands we have tofu. I don't find it that special, but here it's just I don't know what you do with your tofu. Everyone makes it in a different way. I don't know what you do with it, but it's delicious. It's just one of those foods that it's just not as good as home. It's just way
Yeah.
better here. It's just I'm definitely going to miss that.
Yeah, but that's the same with rice.
Yeah.
Just rice in general. Just the way they make it here is so fluffy and tasty. Because back in the
it's
Netherlands,
just like it's always overcooked or too
Yeah,
dry or whatever.
we in the Netherlands, I feel ashamed to say this. We have a bag of rice.
Mhm.
We have a pan with water. We pour the rice directly into the water. We cook it for 8 minutes, and then you say, "Bon appetit." Just
Okay.
Selamat makan. That's it. We don't do anything else with it. We don't steam it. We don't rinse it. We just put the rice in the water, cook it for 8 minutes. That's it. Maybe some salt again. And here they steam it. They do it in a pan. They rinse it. They do everything. They have a rice cooker. We don't even know what that is. Yeah. So the rice here, way better.
Every food here is way better.
Well, yeah, yeah.
in the tongue, but when it enters,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
may-
yes.
it may not
That's
be as
actually, that's
good.
what I always say. Like, it's
really
tasty,
good.
but my body doesn't like
Yeah.
it. Maybe, but
Yes.
I do like it. Yeah.
It's about I think it's about what you are used to.
Yeah. For sure.
So what is so bulat? What does that mean? Bulat.
Bulat means round.
Round. Oh, round tofu. So it's
round
round
tofu.
tofu.
Bulat.
Okay.
Round tofu, yes. To the next
Okay.
one. To the guest stars.
What kind of struggles
You
you
usually
usually had in class activities? I if I speak for myself, there's one course that I find very hard to follow, just because sometimes the way that English is spoken is very hard for me to understand, and that's not. It's it's just how it is. And sometimes there will be some Indonesian mixed in between as well, which sometimes makes it very hard for me to understand what's going on.
Yes.
Some classes I only think like only 15 or 20% for me is clear. It doesn't really make it too useful for me to be in. I still go, there's always something I could pick up, but sometimes I feel like it's not really useful to be there because I just simply can't understand what's being said. It doesn't happen all the time though, but I think that's my biggest struggle, is sometimes just that I just don't understand the English because there's a strong Indonesian accent, or there's some Indonesian mixed in. Apart from that, nothing really, I guess.
Yeah, I think for me it's just my concentration. Because sometimes...
Is it the warmth then or something?
No, sometimes a class takes like 4 hours or 3 hours.
Really? 4 hours for one class?
Yeah, that's in the master department. We have a class from 1 till 3:30, so that's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, 2.5 hours.
Almost 4 hours.
Yeah, it feels like 8 hours. Because there's no break in between, and there's literally just proven that people don't have a concentration for like more than 20 minutes. So then they just talk for 40 minutes straight, and then there's a little assignment, and then they talk again for 1 hour straight. And after 10 minutes, I'm just not focused anymore, and they can talk whatever they want to, but I hear it, but I don't hear it.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just have to take a break for myself, but then I don't hear what the lecturer is saying. But then after that, I can focus again. So I think that's the most
efficient one.
Difficult part for me, just to stay focused for that amount of time. Because in the Netherlands, we usually, like, after an hour, we have a break for like 15 minutes. And then we have class again, and then we have again a break for like 10 minutes. And then we have class again. So we have really short breaks in between, so you can recharge and then focus again. And that helps me really good. But here it's just not the school system. So I'm still adapting to that.
Well, I think that's just for the courses that you have then, because the courses that I have, it's about 1 hour and 50 minutes per course. And then if you have another course after that, you have at least 10 minutes to have a break.
Yeah, I don't.
So that's just a difference between that we have.
That's possible,
Yeah. All right. Next question.
Next question.
I
love one of your members.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Different study programs.
Nice.
Oh no.
One of your members, like who would that be then? I ask.
Maybe it's members of process, or maybe
it's the guy who's presenting this.
No.
Maybe not. Okay. Maybe.
No.
I don't agree.
Well, maybe you don't even know who this
I don't
person
know.
is. So how can you tell?
Well, I hope that
your slide into his DMs. He is open for anything, right?
I hope that your love can be what's it?
I don't know.
It can be successful and you can get that person. Maybe.
Good luck.
Good luck for that. Even though it's in a different study program, if there's a will, there's a way.
Mr. Love. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, you're just so bad.
No, or maybe the members, by members.
No, I don't think.
Members of you guys.
No, I don't think that's what. No, even though it's different study programs, I don't think that's what, because we are doing different study programs in here. So, are we? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we are. So I think this is directed to one of you guys.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
Okay.
Next one.
All right.
That's on me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mau nemenin aku sampai mana?
Sekarang doang atau seterusnya?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But it's something with where to want you.
Where do you want?
Right?
The mana here is not where, but when.
When?
It's context. It's about the context. The question is asking You want to accompany me until when or until where? I think where can also be correct. So it's asking about how long do you want to accompany me, until now or until forever? I think it's about love too.
I don't understand this question.
I don't know.
The one you want to
I don't.
accompany?
I think it's not a question towards us, but it's towards that person's boyfriend or girlfriend. So that person.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that person will stay as long as possible with you.
Or not.
And I hope
Well,
this
no.
person
Yes, we
will get
do.
an
Yes, we
answer
do.
to the
If it's
question.
like, yes, we do.
But what if it's not good for them?
Then they shouldn't.
Then leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think it's always as simple as that.
Okay, then
really.
I hope you just get your answer soon.
Yes, I hope you got your answer soon. I agree.
Your turn.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so pesan buat feeling lonely punya waktu doang and meluangkan waktu itu to halik berbeda.
I think this was perfect.
You're so bad for allowing this.
Firstly, I
You know, I should ask him to speak Dutch. You know, it's just the same.
Firstly, for the editors, please put this message on screen. Please put this message on screen so people who watch it can
Yeah, that's very
can
that's very
understand
bad.
what he thought,
Yeah.
what is reading.
Okay, but
What does it
what
mean? Is the question.
It's pesan buat yang lagi pada feeling lonely. Feeling lonely.
Uh-huh.
Punya waktu luang dan meluangkan waktu itu dua hal yang berbeda. This message is not for us, but it's for everyone who is currently feeling lonely.
Mhm.
He or she is saying that having free time and creating free time is two different things.
yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So it's just a message
Yeah.
for those who's
Yeah.
feeling lonely.
That's nice.
mostly.
It's nice that someone tries to look out for
Others.
other people. Yeah, I like that. That's really nice. Well, that's really kind. Alright. This is a weird
Help.
question, though.
Help. Oh
One
no.
line to-
Oh no. I will read it. I will read it for you guys. So it's it's a message for the students with the student number.
Student numbers. Okay.
Student number of. I will read it in Indonesia because it's easier for them to understand. It's from the batch 19, for the batch 19 students, with the final student number of 032, 040, 048, and 054. Well, it's not in Indonesia, but never mind.
Never mind.
So for those of you people in batch 19 who have that N number, which is, I repeat again, 032, 040, 048, and 054, the comment for you guys is cantik, cantik, ya emang cantik. It's basically saying that they are very beautiful. Those
Nice.
4 persons.
That's a nice
those,
comment.
those 4 people are very beautiful.
Now I wonder who those people are, but I think I will never.
No, we will.
I will never find out probably. But
Next one.
okay, is this mine? Yeah, I think this is
Sure.
right. Kamu lebih suka ngomong atau dengerin?
Another. Kamu lebih suka ngomong atau dengerin?
Mhm.
Do you like-
That's what I said, right?
Do you like to speak or listen? Which one do you like more?
I don't know. I prefer.
I like a conversation.
True.
So I think listening is very important. So you can have a conversation. Because I think also some people, they do like they listen. So they act like they listen, but they're not listening at all. But speaking is also really important. Because if you can't speak, you can talk, then you don't have a conversation. So I think both.
Yeah,
is
I
very
agree.
important.
Both. Yeah. If you don't speak, if you're only listening, then you are not seeing, but only used for listening.
Yeah.
And if you're only speaking, then you only think about yourself and not about someone else.
Yeah.
So if you want, yeah, it should be mutual conversation. Like if you have a conversation, right, with someone,
Someone's
and
just doing
someone
this.
else is just only talking about things or themselves, that's not really interesting.
It's not a
But
conversation.
also,
yeah.
it's not a conversation, but also, and then for the listener, like those parts are not equal at all, right? So that's not how it should be, I guess. Yeah. Unless you are, What do you think you are?
For me personally, I think, well, first of all, I think your answers are very good ones. But for me, I think I don't really like to speak or listen.
You just like
You
to
just like to be
listen.
silent.
Or pretend you're listening, right?
Hmm?
Or pretend you're listening.
Yes, I like to pretend I'm listening and like shutting off my mouth.
You're like, I don't know what's
Yes,
yes,
yes. Or just go away and
So we can leave, I think.
listen to the sound of silence.
So I think we can leave. This is
Yes,
interview
yes,
on
you
our
can. I
space.
think
Yeah.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for my perspective.
Yeah.
Let's just go to the next
Nerds.
question.
Oh, film favorite.
Film favorite.
I
Uh,
cannot see the question anymore.
Oh, okay. She can't see the question, so you can
It's
look
okay,
with
it's
my
okay.
phone. Favorite film.
Oeh,
Ay. Do you know?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, actually, is that actually? But which one?
Hmm?
The first, the second, or the third?
I think
Or the series?
I think we cannot say just the one, number 1, 2, or 3,
This
but
is the whole thing.
the Lord of the Ring trilogy as a
Trilogy,
whole. Yes.
okay.
I think that's my favorite movie.
I think mine is called The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. It's like a guy that is being born as an old man, and he's going back in time. So he was born in, I think, in the 10s or the 20s of the last century, and then you see him growing from being an old man to, well, being more fit, being more strong in mind, actually, and then he's growing through time. And then eventually, of course, by the end of his life, he will die as a baby, which is is a really crazy concept. But I just like how they portray this, and how they also portray the different decades. It's really nicely done.
Is that a spoiler?
Was that?
Was that a spoiler?
was that a spoiler?
Yeah.
Bleep it.
Yeah, just like.
Doesn't matter. It's okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but
What
yeah, I
about-
really like that one.
What is that?
I don't have favorite movies.
How about series then? How about
A
series?
series? What about series?
Yeah, it's really depending on my mood.
Oh.
But I think, yeah.
So you can mention 3 or maybe. It doesn't have to be 1 if you can pick.
Sometimes I just want background noise. So that's some kind of series, like Gilmore Girls, for example. You just put it on, and then you have background voice, and then
Okay.
you can do a lot of other things because you've already watched it or not. And it's not important that you miss an episode because you didn't miss really that much because it's just about nonsense. But I think right before I came to Indonesia, I did watch an old Disney movie,
Oh, which one?
Brother Bear.
Well, I've actually never seen that one.
It's really good.
Brother Bear.
Brother Bear, brother.
It's about a bear.
Oh wow.
But I think I was watching it and I thought, wow, there's such a deep meaning in some movies from Disney
That's really true.
that as a child you just watch the movie and think, a bear, nice. And then when you get older, you watch the movie again and then you're like, oh wow, that's actually quite an interesting movie and with such a deep meaning. So I think Disney movies, it might sound a bit weird because I say Disney movies and most people think like, oh, but that's for children.
I don't think so. I think
But
most people do like Disney. Actually.
Yeah, but there's sometimes such a deep meaning in Disney movies that that's something that I do like. About like movies that I want to watch when I'm interested in a movie, then I think Disney movies are quite
Disney.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you like Disney, do you like Marvel as well?
No.
Because that is Disney, but that's a no for you.
No.
Okay, yeah, I do love Marvel. Obviously.
Marvel.
Well, I
Yeah.
actually don't know. I've never seen it before.
Oh man, you are missing out.
So
You're missing out.
I don't think she can say that she don't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're missing out. You must invest like a few hours, well, maybe a few months.
From
A few months.
few months. No.
Like every night an hour or
Oh,
something.
wait, what's Marvel?
Marvel.
I did see Spider-Man. Is that Marvel?
Yeah, that's
Spider-Man
Marvel.
is part of Marvel, like
Okay,
like
then I
Iron
have
Man,
seen it.
Captain America, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Avengers.
Never seen it.
Yeah, you're missing out. You should just start from the beginning. It's just only like 25 movies or something.
I only saw that Spider-Man with Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland. Yeah, it's from the MCU.
That's true. Do you like Marvel?
For me, I don't really like the Marvel movies, but I only like one Marvel series,
Which one is
which
that?
is Daredevil.
There.
I really
Yeah,
like
okay,
it.
so I've
I
never
really
seen
like
that one. I've
I
never
really like
seen
that
that one.
series because it's
Yeah.
very different from other Marvel.
Okay, so I should watch that.
From other Marvel series or movies.
Okay.
The Netflix Daredevil series, not the movie with Ben Affleck, because it's the quality difference is so high.
Okay. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I
should
think
watch.
that's good. Well, I think I can say it's also a favorite film or series next to Lord of the Rings. Of course.
Alright, okay.
Next question. I
Next
think.
question, okay. I think that's yours, right? That's like I think it's yours.
Di luar negeri ada kasih istilah yang menunjukkan gemes. Kalau di Jawa saking gemes Nia sampai bilang tak klek tak nasmu.
I will read it first.
Please, yeah.
Di luar negeri ada nggak sih istilah yang menunjukkan gemes? Kayak kalau di Jawa saking gemesnya sampai bilang tak keletak ndasmu. So it's asking, in your country, is there any kind of phrase that shows how I feel that you are very cute, something like that, but it's not necessarily saying that, because in Java the the phrase that this person use is tak kotak ndasmu, or I will hit your head, pok, like that.
Is that like a pickup line? Is that something that you?
I don't know.
So it's not really meant for being nice to someone. It's not like a compliment.
Well,
Is it a compliment?
In this context, I think it's a compliment because
Okay.
I will hit your head.
You're so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You're so cute that I want flick your head maybe, or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe because you're it's very
You have a touchable face.
very chubby, and I want to flick it because it's very cute. Phrase-
Chubby face? Did you say chubby face?
Yes, phrases
Chubby
like that.
You have a chubby face.
Phrases like that.
Oh no, that's so okay. If we would say that to each other, you have a chubby face. That's actually a
That's rude.
That's rude. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's funny.
In the-
That's funny.
But I think in the Netherlands we have a lot of inappropriate.
We Dutchies like dark humor. We like
Yeah.
sexual humor as well. We like.
So I don't think we should.
No, actually, to be fair, I'm trying to look for a nice
appropriate.
compliment that we could say to each other. Is there a phrase that we could use? I'm not sure actually. I have no idea actually. I have no idea.
Lekker.
Yeah, okay,
That's-
that's maybe, yeah, you can explain that. It's
It's
not
like-
that bad. It's not, well, I wouldn't call a girl that, but it's not. Do you want to explain? It's not that bad, I guess.
It's like-
if it's bad, we can cut it.
Yeah, when you. So, but it's only you don't say it like to the person, but like in your friend group or something, you can say like, "Oh, she's tasty," or "He's tasty." I
Yeah.
think. But
So
it's
yeah. This
Yeah.
is basically
I
a
get it.
word that meant tasty in the early days,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, yes.
And these days we use it for everything. So
yeah.
the sun is shining, tasty weather, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We use it in a positive way. So
Yeah.
when something is positive, like the sun is shining, then we say, "Oh, lekker weer," so nice weather, or tasty weather, or when your food is nice, then you say, "Oh, lekker," or "Oh, tasty."
Yeah, tasty.
It's the same. So I think the word lekker has changed to just a positive.
Yeah. But not when
word.
you say it to someone. If I would
No.
never say that to a girl, like, you are
When you-
tasty.
No.
because it's not really.
It's kind of like a.
It's like a very bad thing to say. It's
Yeah.
it's, it's
Then
a
it's
bit,
rude, kind of.
Yeah, it's
but
kind of rude.
you
Just don't
do
say
say it
that.
in your friend group sometimes.
I still
But
probably
sometimes-
wouldn't say it, but
No.
I don't know. It's just it depends on the context, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
depends
depending on
the
the context,
Yeah, let's
yeah.
just put it that way.
Okay.
So people don't use lekker. Don't use lekker.
No.
Okay.
Just say it to your food, right?
And to the weather.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for the
I don't
rest it's
know.
mainly inappropriate
Yeah.
stuff. Just like bad flirting. It's
Yeah.
just like
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the final one.
Is there only one left?
Yes,
Hey.
only one
It's your
So
turn.
is it my apa rencanamu minggu ini? Apa rencanamu minggu ini?
Rencana.
Okay, what? Apa rencanamu minggu ini?
Yes, that's correct.
Thanks.
Apa rencanamu minggu ini? What's your plan for this week?
What's for this week? That's a
I'm
question.
going to Bromo.
Oh, Bromo, that would be cool.
Yeah, because on
Bromo's cool.
Thursday.
Mount Bromo.
Because Thursday is the national holiday, of course, and Friday I don't have any courses. So I'm going till Monday to
Wow.
Malang
Wow,
and do the promo and the waterfall nearby.
wow.
But of
Beautiful.
course, tomorrow I have to go to internship, and Thursday. Oh wait, Thursday we're free. So tomorrow evening, I leave.
That's really good. Sounds good.
That's my plan.
My plan for the week is to. So tomorrow evening, with one of our fellow Dutchies, his girlfriend and a friend of and 3 other friends, we are going to climb a mountain. I forgot the name of the mountain, but it's north west of the city, and the hike should be about 3, 4, 5 hours, something like that. Yeah, and we just stay overnight at the top. Have some food there, play some music maybe, and then just hike down on the next day because we want to see the sunrise, obviously.
Is it in Yogyakarta?
Yeah, wait, let me quickly
Merapi?
check. No, it's not Merapi.
Merbabu?
Are we actually allowed to go to Merapi?
No. Yeah.
No.
From the Netherlands government, you're not allowed. You're not insured.
Wait.
Because like from I think 10 kilometers from Merapi, it's like the red zone. So we're not allowed. to go
Prau.
Oh,
You know that one?
yes,
Prau Mountain?
Prau.
Okay, yeah, this is where we're going to.
Well, good luck for you guys.
Thank
then.
you. Should be
Thank you.
fine. Should be fine.
What are your plans?
Should I answer the question as well? Yes.
Yeah,
of
please.
course. My plan for this week.
Do you have anything like any deadlines that you have to? Do you have any deadlines for like let's say Monday, for instance? Like, I don't know, maybe advertisement or something, or
group
like
or
a poster, like a poster or
He-
something.
He's talking about.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't notice yet.
Oh, you're so bad. You're so bad. Oh, you're so bad. So sarcastic. Okay.
Yes, there's a deadline of something, I think, from a course that I take, and I think Remy should do the work. Thank you.
Hey, that's so kind.
Yes.
Guys.
That's not
Don't
unkind.
worry, I'm very kind.
Yeah.
So maybe just doing deadlines, doing college stuff, and just spending time outside the college. Maybe, I don't know.
Training, maybe
You'll
training,
see.
right? Maybe training
Well,
for
I,
your
do, I,
sports.
I will not include that in my plans.
Okay, yeah, but it's still
because,
something.
Because yes, because it's already something
Yeah.
that, maybe just spending time at home.
That's not
That
bad.
sounds
Maybe
so
watch
good.
the Lord of the Rings again.
No, I
the
have
whole
watched it
weekend.
for 5 times. So 3 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. So 50 hours. 50 hours.
I should do it. You should do it.
No, I do not. Thank you. So that's the end of the TISAM. Thank you so much for your participations and question and statements, and good luck to those who's trying to find love or doing any other project, as it has been said in the TISAM. I think that's it for the
Thank you for the
podcast.
invitation.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. You are a wonderful, how do you say that? Leader in leading a conversation.
Well, thank
You
you.
did a good
thank
job.
you, Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem.
Well, I think you guys are also very resourceful, and the answers are very,
Thank you,
very,
thank
very,
you. Yeah, thank you.
very, very great.
Thanks.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and don't forget to follow Process social media, such as the Instagram in Process PBI USD, the YouTube, which is PBI Process PBI USD, and Spotify Stay Up Pal Podcast. And also, don't forget that the UC, or the 10th Undergraduate Conference, is going to be held in the 10th of June with the theme of Gamified Language Learning on Post-Pandemic Era. So don't forget to follow that. And it's like a conference or a competition that requires the participants to make abstracts of a paper. Then on the conference day, they're going to present their paper. So that's it. Don't forget to follow the undergraduate conference. We are from Stay Up Pal. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Bye bye.